Welcome back to another episode of the SPNN Forum. I am your host, Anahita Champion, and it is my joy to be sitting down with our friends at the Kulture Klub Collaborative. You don't want to miss this. Stay tuned. Thanks for joining us today at the SPNN Forum. Our friends here at the Kulture Klub Collaborative are here to share more about the incredible, outstanding, remarkable, and very impactful work that you do. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. Let's get some introductions so we can meet you.
Well, my name is Edwin. I'm a creative designer for Kulture Klub.
Right on.
My name is Siddeeqah Shabazz, and I am the Executive Director of Kulture Klub Collaborative.
Thanks for being here, Siddeeqah.
And I'm Lesley Laster. I'm a designer. My brand is Lesley Helen.
All right. Well, you all are fashionably here today. I just love the style of artists and creators, and I personally was a fan of today because I have such a extensive background in supporting the arts and entertainment, but also youth experiencing homelessness. And y'all have combined all of this together. So can you please give us an introduction to KKC, what it is that you guys focus on?
Well, Kulture Klub Collaborative, we've been around for the last 30 years, believe it or not. And we're a small grassroots arts organization working with youth experiencing homelessness, and that's our main population. I believe we're the only organization in the United States that works with this specific population and arts engagement. And we do all different types of artistic engagement with them. And it's not necessarily about turning our youth into artists. If that's something they want to do, we definitely foster that. But it's about taking those tools that you learn from art, social emotional learning, growth, community, collaboration, communication, all of those things that you learn doing the arts, and they can take it to anywhere that they want to in the world with whatever job they get, how to, build relationships with people, personal and in business and things like that. So that's kind of like our focus. It's like putting the medicine in with the dessert.
Ooh. Well, I do that with my little one, and people do that with their dogs, but this is a whole different ball game because you're feeding their soul, but also lifting up the equitable opportunities for them.
Yes.
So that is beautiful, 30 plus years and going. There are a lot of different pillars and components. So you mentioned programming access, where I learned about that. What else are the pillars of Kulture Klub?
Community, social justice, having respect for each other, and bringing that in and creating, fostering that environment. And it's also just about like arts therapy is a huge thing for us as well. So all of those things, and there's so many more. Access is a huge thing that we have as well. We want to make sure when our youth come, whether they're young parents or not, that they have a meal, that they're come into a welcoming and warm environment, that they don't have to choose between the meal and art. They don't have to choose between childcare and art. They can still come in, bring their whole selves, bring their whole family. We have babies running around all the time.
I love that.
Because we're a family. But access is a huge thing because a lot of the time art has been up here.
Sure.
Like only certain people can access that. And we're trying to break down that barrier. Our goal is to not have Kulture Klub Collaborative, where, youth homelessness is eradicated, where everyone has access to the arts, where everyone has a way to really positively express themselves. And so that's the dream, but until then, we're here.
You have work to do,
Yes.
and there's always going to be a level of support needed, right?
Yes.
Because youth that experience homelessness experience that their journey looks so different from person to person. So let's get a basic understanding before we tap into the creative piece. let's talk about youth. How old are they? How do they meet with your team? How do they access your services and resources?
We work with youth 16 to 24, and everything's completely free, 100%. They don't have to pay for a single thing. You just have to show up. That's it. And sometimes that's difficult, so we understand that. So it's like just walk in the room and then just be there, you know, then maybe you'll start like engaging in the art and things like that. We're also partnered with YouthLink, who's been around for, I think, maybe even longer than we have. And we partner with them. We've partnered with them for the full 30 years. And so they work with the same population, and they offer things like basic needs, laundry, showers, things like that, housing and things like that. And so we take care of all of the art. So youth can join us from anywhere at any time. All they have to do is just show up.
So you have a establishment located where?
Yes, it's on 41 North 12th Street in Minneapolis.
Okay, and people can just quite literally come into the door. They don't need a social worker. They don't need the system to help them out.
Just come in. We'll take them all. We'll take you all, please.
And where do you inform the youth that are experiencing homelessness? If someone today may catch wind of it through someone that, you know, they're overhearing it, that might give them some insight. But what about those that don't know about KKC?
Well, that's one of the things that we're working hard to definitely spread the word as much as possible. We're looking to partner with a number of other organizations that work with the same population across Minnesota, so we can, you know, plant our seeds everywhere. We have a podcast called For the Culture Podcast. Please check that out.
I love that.
And it's for the youth, by the youth. They do the whole thing. And we always have shout outs and resources on there for people to like just tune into. Social media. We are going to start doing a lot more outdoor events, tabling at places as well, just so people know that we are out here and we're here and you're welcome to join us.
Right. Edwin, you have so much to contribute to the organization, but let's break down what your role looks like and how you integrate your talent, skills, and time with the youth.
Oh, with the youth? Well,
or the organization, please. I'm learning from you.
Yeah. Well, with the organization, I usually just go down. So KKC is inside the building of YouthLink. So when I go, I enter, we all check in, and I just try and provide like little positive comments, like jokes and stuff, and then that's about it.
That's about it. So you get to, that's a fun job.
Yeah, really just make sure everybody feel comfortable.
So what does that look like with others that you might do? Connect with others on the team? Are you volunteer?
No,
Okay.
I don't volunteer. I'm a student, so technically I'm just an active participant in the program.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, so it isn't really a specific role that I have, so I just come and just be me.
Oh my gosh, that's the best. What
is.
have you taken away? What have been some highlights that you have soaked in, observed, experienced?
One highlight is knowing that whatever mood I am in, whenever I go into KKC, it doesn't matter. It's always positivity. And they know when, uplift you or when to just leave you alone. So it's like, I feel like that's what I took in.
They can kind of meet you where you are. It's a safe space to be you.
Yes.
I mean, that in and of itself is a really big deal, because I don't think enough youth have that sense. You know, everyone has different traumas and challenges and overcoming different things, and then personalities, all of that.
Yeah.
So
and
I
also
like hearing
some youth, they don't have a place to express where they're going to. I mean, what they're going through. And like, as being like currently homeless, a homeless youth, it's like I'm going through that right now. I don't really have too many places where I can go and sit and actually express myself. But when I go to YouthLink, they're all ears.
All ears.
All ears.
It's like family.
Yes.
You're feeling like you're going to stick around for a while.
Yes.
Right
for
on.
a long time.
I love it. I love it. So from some of the art, well, actually, let me ask you, how are you express yourself artistically?
Any way I can. Usually it's through clothing, but as of lately, I've been messing around with a lot of ceramics.
Ooh.
So like clothing and pottery, so more so like hands-on things that people can physically touch and see.
Right. I've been part of this organization for a number of years where we use the term unlikely collaborations, connecting like a musician with a chef or things like that. The arts is very similar. Like you never know what like really cool things that you can create when you have ceramics and then maybe fashion.
Yeah.
So how do you draw inspiration?
I usually draw inspiration from like little everyday things I see in life. Like as I'm walking down the street, like something catches my eye or it makes me think about it, then I probably see if I can tie it into a piece. But then also through conversation. Conversation is like bringing new, when people bring new points to me, and as I think about it, I kind of create an image in my head of a design, and I just let it flow.
Is it therapeutic?
It is. I would say it's therapeutic. It does give me a lot of relief when I'm going through things. I can just sit and let my brain just unscatter itself.
Which is that is a huge asset to have, right? Just because our minds are so consumed with, what was on your mind before you woke up that day, going into the evening, things like that, and then just plain old letting go and let your creative juices flow, as a lot of people say. So from the arts to podcasting to fashion, we have this gorgeously, styled gal here. Tell me about your style and what drew the inspiration?
Well, I'm inspired by like vintage styles. Obviously, like 1950s is my favorite decade. And I always try to mix a little bit of that in with my garments, a little bit of 1950s and a little bit of 70s with a little bit of like modern day, and I'll kind of just mash that all in together.
I love it.
Yeah.
So how did you come to connect with the collaborative?
Was that last year or the year before?
Yeah. What year are we in now?
2, 3.
2022, yeah.
Okay, yeah, so
yeah, like
22?
spring, winter, spring.
Yeah, I came in as a sewing teacher,
Okay.
and I got to teach a lot of the youth a little like beginnings of sewing. It was great.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So that is a class or a part of programming is the sewing?
Yes.
Well, let's talk more about how even that is offered. Fashion, podcasting, ceramics. Help me understand what that looks like with someone that wants to come in, get the support, and then create. Are there sign-up sheets? Are there classes they attend?
No, they just show up. Like we offer programming on different days of the week that we're open, and we talk to our youth and see what they would like to do as well. So it's not just us planning things of like, we think you'll like this. We also get input from them as well.
Sure.
We figure it out, find the teaching artists, get the supplies, tell them we're doing it, the times, and they just have to show up.
And you go.
That's it. There's no signups. There's no limit to how many people can join us. Like, there's always something to do.
Sure.
That's it. Just show up.
Such a fun sense of community.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about fashion in the sense of supporting a resource. With youth experiencing homelessness, they're not just going to the store and buying a whole bunch of clothes, right? It's probably not a top number one priority. So when it comes to access to sew, and you can absolutely chime in on this too, I'm kind of looking at both of you here. You're empowering folks, I would assume,
Right.
to create something. Do they get to wear it? What does a sewing program look like that you participate in?
Well, from my experience, yes, you make stuff for yourself, and you also have the choice to make some for someone else. So I've been prioritizing the upcoming fashion show we have. It's the Heart of Art show.
Heart of Art?
Heart of Arts.
When is that?
It is December 16th.
December 16th.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So that's what I do currently, but there are people who come and they just work on little things on their own, for their own personal things.
Oh my gosh. And all of that is provided for? They just
Provided
come
sewing
and they take care
machines,
of it?
fabric, notions, the teaching artists, everything is provided. They just have to show up.
Sure.
That's it.
Sure. What is your hope and your goal when you come in to create that space and provide that education? What do you think of when you walk into that space?
Well, I just hope that everyone comes out with like what am I trying to say? Sorry.
Oh, it's fun. I mean, so being speechless, honestly, because you never know. Like, you might just get choked up walking in one day. What do you try to provide these students and these individuals that are in that space?
Of a sense of empowerment, that they know that they don't have to go to the store and buy that shirt that everybody else is wearing.
Sure.
That they can, they can go to the thrift store and recreate something or make something from scratch so that they know that it's theirs and it belongs to them and nobody else has that or can look like them.
Sure.
Something of their own.
Sure. More so for their own identity.
Yes.
Which is already such a huge thing that I personally feel like this society should embrace more of.
Yes. Yep.
Owning yourself, being you, walking into a space and just being Edwin. And like people embracing that. Oh my gosh.
And I want to add, if you don't mind,
Yeah, I'd love
to the fashion design and the sewing classes and all of that. There's nothing like building something with your own hands. Knowing that I touched this, I made this, I created this, and the pride in that. And to start, and it's not, even if it's a tote bag, something from beginning to end, and that you finish it is really a proud thing. And all of our youth walk away feeling very proud of the work that they've created. Just astonished that they're like, that's me? Like, wait, now I could put a model in it? And,
Absolutely.
for the fashion show and show it off to people. Like, it's astonishing how much they love it. When we had a fashion show last year and they were like, this is the best night of my life, because it's them. They're showing them their own work. There's other aspects to the fashion show as well. Like, we'll have art made by youth. We'll have youth performing original music and things like that. But it's all from them, their own hands. And
Sure.
it's just a beautiful
They
thing
produced
to see.
it. They created
Exactly.
it. If you're just tuning in, we are having what I feel like is an extraordinary conversation with Culture Klub Collaborative. I'm your host, Anahita Champion, here at the SPNN Forum. We are continuing that conversation with all the amazing work that you do. There's two things I definitely want to chat on in the next 10 minutes here is the heart of the art. Art of the heart? Heart of the art. It's all good. And then also the social justice work that you do. So let's talk about the event that's coming up in December. Give us a little what to know, where to get access, how we can be a participant, support.
Yes. Heart of Arts is the fashion show. It's our second annual, so we're making sure we're going to keep doing that.
Right.
It'll be on December 16th. Doors open at 5, I want to say. I could be wrong on that. Yes, thank you. And we have tickets on Eventbrite for folks to get on there. If you contact me, Siddeeqah, I can definitely send out like the event information and things like that at Shabazz, KKC at gmail.com. So S as in Sam, HAB as in boy, AZZ. KKC at Gmail, or go on our website, cultureklub.org. Maybe
Okay.
that's easier. Go on our website, cultureklub.org, culture with a K, club with an K. And you can see event information there and get tickets and whatnot there.
So how should we dress?
I feel like people can come as they are. Like, it's a fashion show.
Right.
Show off like what does your clothes and things like say about you? It's going to be nice. It's going to be really fun. We're going to have a great time. We're going to have a DJ. It's going to be all of that, food, all of it.
things.
So it's like, come as you are.
Sure. And with fundraising season in full force, how can this event or just the giving season in and of itself help support what you guys are doing at Culture Klub? How can we help you?
My goodness, thank you for saying that, because we need it.
Yeah.
Like I said, we're a very small nonprofit, so any type of donation helps. You can do that at cultureklub.org as well. Time, if people want to donate time to come and either help out with the event or help teach classes and things like that at Culture Klub. Art supplies are always really great. We'll take any art supplies. That's really helpful. So yeah, those are just some of the ways that people can definitely join us and donate and support us. cultureklub.org.
Artists, what else do you want to share with folks that might be watching or hearing this about your experience, what you want to do to encourage others that might be in this might be in their future path, or someone that wants to create and doesn't know where to start because, all the excuses or reasons.
You want to start off? Or?
Go ahead.
Well, my thing I could say to everyone is just do it. You always have an excuse for yourself, but at the end of the day, if you really like it and you're really passionate about it, you hike those excuses up and you just do it.
And you just do it.
And then your confidence builds over time. And then as you go more into it, you'll find more people who are like within your circle who have the same interest as you, will assist you. And then, yeah, that's mine.
And it just goes.
It just goes.
It just goes from there. Anything that comes top of mind? Get dolled up. Have a good time. Just be there.
Right.
I bet. Do you get dolled up when you go teach your class, or you like?
This is me like most of the time. If I'm
Okay.
outside, this is me.
Yes. She woke up like this, so quite literally. But that's probably inspiring in and of itself, just to see that, if this is how I want to dress, I can create something like this. I can create something that I can sell to afford. Thrift shopping is fun. You
Yes,
can
it
find all
is.
sorts of great pieces like that. The last thing I wanted to ask is what the social justice piece. How does that get integrated into Culture Club, and what does that look like?
That's every aspect of Culture Club. I mean, just the youth we work with, period. The what they bring to the table, the art that they create. Everything that we do is around social justice, and any projects we're looking at, like when we do murals and things like that, we're always looking at it with the social justice lens. Like, what are you saying? What is your story? Because that's what it is. A lot of our youth come in survival mode, and it's like we want to try to alleviate some of that, and they can channel some of that into the art, and it always comes out in expressing themselves around social emotional learning, around social justice, about the things that they have to deal with every day.
Sure.
So it's threaded. It's and woven into the thread
Sure.
of Culture Club Collaborative. So
Do you guys, sorry I interrupted, I got excited. Do you guys integrate with the school systems at all, or try to connect with students just to say, hey, we're here for you?
We haven't yet.
Okay.
That is something that we are definitely working on, because youth experiencing homelessness, that does show up in different ways.
Sure.
It's not just folks always like on the street or what have you.
Right.
We want to definitely eliminate those negative stereotypes, and it's like, these are all human beings. They're smart, they're bright, they're funny, they're fun, they're compassionate, they're talented, they're great communicators.
They're deserving.
They're
honestly.
deserving,
Right.
100%. Everyone. So, and we want to uplift that and support that. We're not here to like help. We're here to support.
Right.
And so that is something that we definitely want to get into, is working with more schools and whatnot as we go on.
Well, that might just be a good segue. You have been watching the SPNN Forum with the Culture Club Collaborative. Thank you so much, the three of you, for being here. Their event on December 16th has tickets live on their organization's website, which is
cultureclub.org. Culture with a K, club with a K.
That is right. And if there is anybody that might be watching this, potentially on a school board or part of another nonprofit that might want to support, or if you yourself want to participate, please visit their website and reach out to Siddeeqah. And that is all we have the time for today. I wish we had more time. Maybe next time. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. We'll see you at the next episode.